Hey guys, welcome back to yet another video. Today I'm doing yet another preview of 23-24 season. Today I'm joined here by Northallerton Town manager Paul Edwards, or as he's better more commonly known as Eddie. Nice to meet you, mate. How are you doing?
I'm good, mate. I'm good, very good. Nice to meet yourself.
Yeah, obviously, I know you joined Northallerton back in January. What made you decide to join the club?
I don't think it was January. I think
Yeah,
that's a bit later, but yeah, end of last season. To be fair, I've been out of football since resigning from the Thornaby job, but still think I have a lot to offer. Northallerton job come up, and I thought, you know what, I'll go and have a look and see what it's about. Went down there, met the people, had an interview, and got given the opportunity. So it was to get back in, really, because when you've been doing it as long as I have, you sort of need a break, and then when you get a break, you don't want a break. So it was getting back in, and there's not that many opportunities at that level come about, So no, I was glad to get it.
Yeah, and what do you think of the fans?
Yeah, the fans are great. They've welcomed me in there. The young lads are amazing. The drummer boy is probably known all round. He's like Marmite. You either like him or you don't.
Actually,
The fans are good.
Yeah, I remember coming to Redcliffe Lake as a game last season when we Overground. I do remember that actually.
Yeah, very loud, very loud.
Yeah, there was a lot. I remember there was quite a lot of fans there, which was really good. Obviously, I mean, I know it's not too far, Redcar and North Balson, but we played the other night. We played Whitby Town, and I don't think there was as many fans there.
Right.
You came last season.
No, I think the lads they'll get down and support the club. I think we've just got to get a competitive side out there that are not fighting relegation like they have been.
Yeah, and what did you make of last season after you joined?
Well, they were struggling when I joined. Obviously teetering on relegation. We went in there, won a couple of games, just finished above the drop. I just think it needed a big overhaul. I just thought the squad as a whole needed a shake up and some new ideas and better players.
Yeah, I think I checked before. I think it stayed up just some goal difference. I think it was
last day of the season. Difference, yeah.
But I don't know what happened with that role with the relegation and stuff. Because I checked earlier, and I know RCA had finished second bottom, but then they've had all that thing with him wanting to resign from the football league, get this slimmer division. I'm not sure who's gone down.
Yeah, sometimes it depends what the league's up to, and the FA, and obviously Pickering going sideways.
Yeah.
And then only one going down, and there's no consistency to it.
Does it add a bit like stress to use as well, not knowing what's going to happen?
Yeah, very, very tough for a lot of teams. Sometimes the league's finished and you're just finding out where you're going to be, and what division you're going to be when you're down there, So, yeah, it is stressful.
Yeah, and we'll talk about what's going now after the season. I've noticed you've brought in quite a lot of players in the summer, including from Redcliffe Lake, Craig Hutchinson. What do you think of Craig?
Well, obviously, Craig's one of my favourite players. I've managed him at 2 different clubs now. And obviously, when he went to Redcar, it was when I left Thornaby.
Yeah.
So I think Gary always knew I would be coming to try and take him back, proven goal scorer at that level. And just glad we got him, to be fair as well. I know the rumours are that we've shot loads of money at Craig to get him over the line, but it's not true. It's not true.
Yeah, and when I spoke with Gary on the preview of their season, he did say that they were really sad to let him go because, like you said, he's absolutely really very proven goal scorer. And someone else I know has done very well this pre-season for you is Dale Hobson. What do you make of Dale so far?
Well, you know what you're getting. You know he's a top draw footballer at this level. He sees things and does things that other players don't do. I think he's a big asset to the club. His performances so far in pre-season have been breathtaking, if I'm being honest. I just hope he can keep that going in the league, you know.
And you've had some great results of as pre-season so far. What do you make of it at the moment? How you've been doing?
Yeah, obviously we haven't had and I'm not saying this disrespectfully, we haven't had the toughest of games so far for our level, but
Yeah,
everyone's been a test, you know, and you've got to beat what's in front of you. And pre-season sometimes not a true reflection of how you can start, you know. But we've done well. The lads have been doing what we asked, and we've got 2 games to go. Saturday against Thornaby, Tuesday against Thornaby wasn't as good as we've been, but is that because Thornaby lifted their levels, you know?
yeah.
But like you say, we've racked up 3 wins, so you can't argue with it, you know.
And what was the pre-season training been going so far for you?
Yeah, well, everyone who knows me and knows my management team, Steve, and that, we always have a fit bunch of lads start of the season, so they've been working hard. They've had some gruelers in there. Um, we've had a few people throw up now and again because it's that intense, you know. But no, it's been really good, and the lads have. We're trying to play a different way from how Northallerton have played in the past, and especially bringing the level of players of Hutchinson and Dale and quite a few others and some who've stayed. The levels have gone up, so yeah, I'm quite hopeful we can be competitive. You know.
Yeah, I was actually speaking to my mate the other day. I've come, but I said to him, I said, you know, Northallerton could have a real shot at doing very well next season because I think I've been really impressed by some of the signings you've made. I think especially as a club, obviously, the last 2 seasons got nearly relegated both times. It's just such a big statement what you have done with signings, and it's not like the kind of intention to try and put a statement out there.
Yeah, and I think that's what was needed. The club's got a good fan base, you know. It's got a good committee. It's got people who work hard. So they wanted something to be happy about and cheerful about. And listen, you can sign as many players as you want, but you need to get them to gel. You need to get them to get results. Do I think we'll be near the bottom? No, but do I think we'll be near the top? I think it'll be tough this year. I think
Yeah.
it'll be tough. I think we'll be competitive, and I think the signs we've made and the team we're going to put out, if we can click, I don't see why we're not in the top half and maybe something better, you know.
It's just like a building kind of thing, isn't it? Just trying to build something of season by season, isn't it?
Yeah, and listen, we've been in the job a couple of months, you know, so we're not getting ahead of ourselves. We're not expecting big miracle working, you know, but we're expecting to be competitive and we're expecting to be hard to beat. And I think that's all we can ask at the moment.
Yeah, and who else other than the 2 signings that we've mentioned with Hutchie and Dale, who else has really impressed you with the signings you've made so far?
To be fair, I could go through quite a lot of names, but and I don't want to. If I name 2 or 3, 5, 6 or 7 of the others I don't name will be a bit peed, you know. So, listen, we've brought them in for a reason because we like the players, and all of them have come in with something to prove. And um, if I'm going to say anything, I think Jack Connor's a big plus. Leon Scott's a big plus. You know, good experienced midfield players. Keeping Charlie Graham was vital to us, but there's a lot of other players within that squad who'll probably perform at, if not as good, better than these guys. You know.
Yeah, I've just remembered to ask you this because I know if I don't ask this, I'm going to be annoyed at myself later. I saw the other day your goalkeeper Ben Ferris got a goal. What happened?
So Ben used to play out. I don't know if you know that, but he used to play out. basically he said to me for ages, I'll score goals, I'll do this.
Yeah.
We had a few injuries, and we had Josh Masfari who came on for him on Saturday. So Ben was one of the subs because we didn't have enough players really. So I said, you need to keep your kit on. You may go back on. And then
Yeah.
Craig Hutchinson got injured. 20 minutes, 15 minutes to go. And I said to Ben, go on then, now's your chance to show me what you can do. And lo and behold, he crops up with the winner, you know.
Yeah, but I couldn't have, it's like, when I saw the tweet, I was like, isn't he a
Well, he didn't
goalie
go for a corner. He didn't go for a corner.
guy?
He was playing up front, basically.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the end of my questions. Thank you so much for that, Paul. That was absolutely brilliant. Obviously, best of luck for the
No,
rest of
thank
the
you very much.
season. And at the end of the season, I probably will be doing some reviews. Would you be willing to come back on the channel to do one of those?
No problem, mate. You just tell me what you want or whatever through the season, the end of the season. I'll be happy to oblige, you know.
Yeah, and of course I'll see you in I think Red Cup Lake are playing you. Is it next month? I think, or September. It's
Well, I think there's a cup game to be had as well, so it could be a
oh,
three-game
of course.
season
Yeah,
if we get past Washington. That is.
yeah,
Be
yeah.
good
I'm
to
sure.
see you. Be good to
Yeah,
see you, pal.
I'll see you soon,
Thank you very much.
and all the best.
And you. Cheers, pal.